Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we're going to be tackling the question of what are those actual toys that Grunt in the Delta Halo cutscene is playing with. And I'm talking about the intro cutscene for the mission Delta Halo, which on each difficulty, he's playing something a little bit different. So, some of these were pretty well known for a while, but we've never really gotten a good close-up look to what each toy was. So, according to official sources, or at least according to like Halopedia and other fan sites as well. On easy difficulty, the Grunt is supposedly playing with a stick, and we can kind of see that right here. He plays with it for a little bit during the cutscene, it disappears, and he looks all sad once it goes missing. And then on the next higher difficulty, on normal, he is playing with a plasma grenade, and that basically the same it's all the same animation, it's just each difficulty it's a different like object that he's playing with. So this one's just a typical plasma grenade. He's got one in both hands too. I don't know if you could see it from that angle or not, but he does have two plasma grenades. And this next one, on the next difficulty, he's playing with a ball of fire. And yeah, that's there's only one single ball of fire. So some of the cutscenes varies. He plays with only one object on easy, then he plays with two plasma grenades on normal, and then this one he plays with one single fireball. And on the highest difficulty, a legendary, he's playing with two toys again, and it looks like he's playing with a Master Chief and Grunt doll. So let's take a close-up look at these. So those are the supposed dolls that he's playing with. But there's actually a lot more to some of these objects, which we'll get to in a bit after I show you guys up close these two supposed dolls. So the actual like type of objects he's playing with, or like the actual objects, those are mostly well known for years. So that's not like the new thing about that we're looking at in this video. The main thing is we're actually looking at is what are like those actual objects. Like I mean, like as far as the game is concerned, what are they? So I spawned here the stick that the Grunt was playing with, and if we look up close, like really up close, we like zoom in, it's actually a tree that he's playing with. It's a typical tree that's, you know, used throughout multiple missions of Halo 2, except it's like shrunk down to a really tiny tree, which from a distance in the cutscene does look like he's playing with a stick. And yeah, but it is actually a tree. It is not a stick. It's a tree scenery object. The next thing he was playing with was the plasma grenade. This time, there's actually nothing different about the plasma grenade. In fact, that's really the most normal object that he's playing with. No modifications to it. It's not shrunk down or anything. It's not some random, obscure object or anything like that. So, nothing special about that. Next up is the fireball. This fireball, well, it is just a typical fire scenery effect or object that the Grunt was playing with. It does not hurt to touch it or anything like that. In fact, it's really just an effect. And it might be used on other missions where there's like fire. Like, for example, Cairo Station, when there's like damaged things that are on fire. This fireball might have been used on those missions as well. I don't believe this particular fireball is unique to the Grunt. But the way the cutscene works is that the fireball or any of these objects are spawned in, and they're attached to like the Grunt's hands. Either usually the Grunt's right hand, or if he's using two objects, then the Grunt's right and left hand. So when he's playing with two grenades, he'll have two grenades attached, one to each hand, and with the dolls up next, there's one doll in each hand as well. But the fireball, there's only one, and the stick, or the tree, there's only one. So next up, on legendary difficulty was the toys, or the dolls, the Master Chief and Grunt doll. Let's see what these actually are. So, they are not actually dolls, or scenery objects, or toys. They are actually actual bipeds, like actual living creatures in the game. One is Master Chief, and the other is a Grunt. But the difference is that, while they're just typical bipeds, they're both actually shrunk down. And that's what the objects are set to. They're set to a smaller scale, so they're scaled down. But other than that, they're just the typical, like, actual, official, real Master Chief and Grunt bipeds. They're not special bipeds or anything like that. And they are actually, like, killable and all that. So, yeah, that is what the Grunt is actually playing with. And also, fun fact, if you shoot the dead bodies, or after wait a little bit, they'll just, even though they're shrunk down, they'll suddenly become huge again, which is pretty hilarious. And if you blow them up, or like you launch them a small distance, like with a grenade, they'll actually shrink down again before getting big again. So yeah, they were not like special objects created just for this cutscene. They are in fact just the regular bipeds, but shrunk down, and that's it. So when you see that cutscene again, just remember that the Grunt is actually playing with like real life Master Chief and a Grunt biped, and those bipeds were just shrunk down and then attached to each of the Grunt's hands. And that's literally how this cutscene works. So if you ever wondered what they actually were, now you know. So that about wraps it up for this video. That is the little truth behind what the Grunt is actually playing with during this cutscene. Most of those objects are pretty well known. Some of them were a little more obscure, and some of them you probably did not expect what they actually were. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. If you did, as always, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts and comments, anything else we check out, look into, or any other questions you have, or mysteries someone to review or look into, just let me know in the comments down below. But aside from that, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.